welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and today is the day where we do the review for the month of the bracelets, and you can see I made quite a number of them here. Um, so I can't really do the March review without kind of starting with how we ended February. So at the end of February, we made this one, and it was kind of simple. It was sort of fun. It was nice. Um, but it kind of got things kind of going in my head and got me thinking that maybe we could do this differently. So the next one I did was this. So this was the Rainbow Cylinder, a simple friendship bracelet pattern part 2. And in this one, I kind of worked out how to make the rainbows kind of stay together. So you can see we go, purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, and we kept the rainbows sort of together. Whereas this one was the hot colors are all going in one direction and the cold colors are going the other. So that was the big change in what I wanted to experiment with. But then after having done this, I realized that the way that this V-shaped thing was here didn't necessarily have to be there. It had everything to do with the way that I started. So that led to this one. So this one was to basically change how I started it and then try to work out the thing. So this was the Rainbow Cylinder, a colorful and simple friendship bracelet, part 3. Yeah, I'm not really good with the name things. So, yeah, that was that. So after I did that, making a rainbow cylinder, what was, oh, so this was the next one. So the next one I decided I was going to try to go super easy. And basically it's a chevron that makes rings. Um, this is probably like the easiest tube to do. Um, it's just about getting the colors lined up when you start, but that's kind of true with all bracelets. You have to figure it out. So yeah, you can see it's just for something simple, it's really kind of stunning and it's a lot of fun. So from there, we went to the very silly Nemesis bracelet, which was this one. And it turned out I didn't mind it as much. It didn't. I anticipated absolute chaotic, go crazy trying to make it. It was so difficult back when I did it for my wife's bag. I anticipated this to be super difficult, but it turned out okay. I really like it. It's a lot of fun. Um, just the way that the colors kind of just roll around this, I think is amazing. So there was that. Um, but after doing this, I was then curious what would happen. So this is the next one. So this was the making one more rainbow. It's making one more rainbow tube friendship bracelet patterns. Well, and then actually making it. So yeah, this one is just straight up doing a regular arrowhead. And you can tell that the big difference is red appears like twice in this, but only once in here because of how much longer this one extends down. So that's a big difference. Difficulty wise, they're both kind of similar. Obviously I prefer this arrowhead over the other, but that's sort of a thing that, you can go ahead and try out. Um, so wait, more. Oh, then it was making from a photo, which was this one. So this was a request from somebody over on Reddit wanted to know how to do this pattern. And it's pretty close to the original, except for it does get centered and flipped. So it's it's arguably just a little bit more interesting. But this one we had a little trouble. We had to, if you look down here, there's a lot of added, like I kept the knot going back and forth for a little bit. You can kind of see it more on the back there, right? To be able to lock in the black and the white because they ran out. I ran out of string for those. There was no way to include them into the tassel. So that was kind of a thing. Okay, so next were these two guys. So this was all one video. This was a super ambitious video. I kind of knew going into it that if I was going to make the two, that it could be a bit of an issue as far as like time wise and then how to share the video, but considering, you know, I didn't want to have two separate videos because the patterns themselves are basically the same thing. So basically the only difference is the way we start with the colors, right? So one of these goes from the dark grays to white, and then dark blue to light blue, and then back to the dark grays again. The other one goes the dark grays to light grays, and then straight into the light blues, fading up to the dark blues. So arguably, this is really subjective to likes. My wife and I both kind of like the one that sort of does the whole long fade across. And then we asked our friends, and they preferred the other one. They liked the sharp contrast between it. So I can't definitively say like, hey, people will like this one better, because that didn't really happen. And yeah, I don't. That's entirely up to you guys. You guys can try them both out if you like. See what your friends like. See which one sells first, I guess. So that was kind of fun. Next was the very funny Blindsided Creation that was basically a pattern that I had done quite a long time ago, and it came back for me to do again. Of course, I liked the pattern. That's why I made it in the first place. It was kind of fun. I thought it would be kind of fun to remake it again. This one, because it's a little bit wider, had a little bit more colors to it. Not disappointed. It does take a while, but they're fun. And then this thing. So this is my own pattern. If you watch the video, you know things kind of went off the rails, so it's not quite symmetrical. I'm likely to save this as the bracelet that we will use the next time we do the giveaways for the live streams. If you're not familiar with that, I do live streams on Saturdays at 10 p.m. Singapore time, where I make bags or other complicated things. And there is a secret word game. All you have to do is chat with us, and you say the right word in the chat, you win a bracelet. Right now it's 2 bracelets. So we're still kind of waiting on getting those out, because at the moment that I'm recording this, it's still no winner, but who knows, things can change. But yeah, fun bracelet, complicated pattern. This is really, I don't do a lot of very advanced bracelets. I would say this one is definitely advanced. This one takes a little bit more work to make it happen. So that's it. And then I finished off the month with this lovely little beauty here with the hearts. And yeah, I think this one has turned out really cute. This is super easy. This is beginner stuff right here. Maybe don't flip it if you are a beginner. Maybe try to just bring the heart straight down would be my recommendation. And then you could just do it as far as you want. If you want to make it longer, turn it into an anklet or something, also can. But yeah, this one was a lot of fun. And yeah, so that was the month of March. And I gotta say, it feels like it was super productive. I mean, look at all these. This is just so much stuff here, right? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Thank you very much. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.